I just want to like ASMR. Are you choking?
Are you choking? She's like, you choking?
You hear that as ASMR? If we speak like that, can you hear it?
Oh,
I don't know if they can hear
I'm
it.
getting goosebumps
I love
already. Oh
ASMR.
my gosh. So I went on a business meeting last night and he whispered in my ear and I was like, oh, tell me something that I might like to hear.
I love it so much. It's really hot when people whisper in your ear.
The people that you want to be whispering in your ear.
Oh gosh. No.
Otherwise, get away from me. Get away from me, Freddy.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of my situation the other day.
Wait. Welcome back
Oh,
to
sorry.
Girls to Women.
She no bad, but some bands every time we link up. That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, then she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
ADHD brain.
What reminds you of your situation the other day?
Just the just the, you know, and you,
Oh, no.
just like the not wanting certain people in your ear. And you know, when I was like with the guy the other day, and like he just kept grabbing me and like saying shit in my ear, and I was just like, it's actually making me want to run for the hills.
Ooh, yucky.
He was gross.
That's yucky.
It's yuck behavior.
Yuck. Actually, I've got a really simple question for you then about that guy that you didn't want whispering in your ear. Did you like the smell of him?
I can't remember the smell. I can't remember. I don't know.
If you were to think, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Well.
Well.
Today's topic is very smelly.
Very smelly.
Very smelly
Stanky.
indeed. Yeah, it's about actually like biochemically being a match for your partner and women being tapped in enough to start to learn to smell your dates.
I think when we say start to learn, it's because like when you're on contraception, like you can't, right?
Yeah, the pheromones
You're
are blocked.
all over the shop. Yeah. Which
absolutely.
is crazy. And I was like you, I was with like some of my exes whilst I was on the pill. Would I choose them off the pill? Absolutely not.
Same. No.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And like coming off the pill during one of those relationships, and I was like, what am I doing? Broke up with him.
That was same. So mine was kind of like a slow realization. So I was on the contraception pill for 10 years because obviously, yeah, all the doctors are just like, oh, you have a heavy period, you have an irregular period when you're like 16 or whatever. Go on the pill. You'll be
Poison
fine.
yourself.
Right? It's a Band-Aid for everything.
100%.
There's no real knowledge behind it. It's just a money-making machine to make women sick. Anyway, what they don't tell you is that you end up choosing the beta males, the wrong partners for you because it stuffs your hormones. It's all synthetic. It blocks the pheromones.
So
you have no
bad.
idea what someone smells like. And then when I came off after 10 years and I was with my ex already for 4.5 years already.
Wow, that's so long.
I was just like, I think I've made a mistake.
You just have
And
that
I'm
feeling.
pretty sure I had my engagement ring on.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain
Isn't
that
that
was
wild?
the timeline.
Isn't that wild? That is how crazy
Yeah.
the drugs that we're taking, the prescription drugs that we're taking are. Like the medicine, the Western medicine that's so amazing for us can be that cooked that we get engaged to someone that is completely biologically just not a match
Wrong
for us.
Yeah.
How
And
crazy.
that's when I think back, like he's such a nice guy in his heart, but we are complete opposite people. Really. Completely opposite.
There's plenty of nice guys, by the way. Like, it doesn't matter. Someone could be like
Exactly.
an absolute A-grade human, but they're not your person.
No,
So it doesn't matter.
I need to be a biochemical match with my man. And like, I'll know when I sniff him, I'll be like, yeah.
I just didn't even, like, I didn't think of this. I did not think of this until you obviously mentioned it. And then I was like, oh, yeah. And then I thought back to, like, well, I guess the last relationship was the one that's closest to mine because I can't remember what I had for breakfast. And yeah, it was potent. I was like, bear in mind, we were doing keto too, which didn't help.
Nah, stop making excuses.
Okay. I was just like, it wasn't like a nice, even like I don't know if this counts, but even like the smell of like the hair and the head, I was like, ooh, I don't like the smell.
That's weird.
But like he would sniff my head and be like, oh, you smell so good. I just want to smell you. Like, all my exes have said that. And I'm like, I don't want to smell you.
Yeah, because we're like, we're so easy to be biochemical matches for men, but like them for us, no, it's a whole different ball game.
So it was interesting, right? Because like after I'd figured that out, the person that I was with, like post my ex, I loved his smell.
Yeah.
We were so primal.
Yeah.
And it was biochemically a match.
Yeah.
Like a proper match. I was just like, you know, and you're just like,
yes.
yeah, you just want to like
Yes.
procreate. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so not good, but it's good.
No, but this is how we're wired.
Yeah.
We keep fighting our human nature. We are just cavemen at the end of the day.
We are.
We are primal
We are
animals.
primal, yeah.
We're wild.
Yeah.
And we try and block our pheromones with colognes, shampoos, alcohol-based makeup, plastics, contraception pills, inserted like IUD stuff. Oh my
PVC
goodness.
clothes,
Yeah.
polyester,
Yes.
like condoms.
Even last night, I was on a business meeting. It was a really great business meeting. I just loved it. I was like, oh, great. The only reason I said yes to this business meeting is that the day before I had seen him instructing.
I'm like, what's he constructing? Like, damn.
Well, plans to take me to Greece. He was instructing a class that I had bought into.
Yeah.
And just like the memory is just like viscerally in my body. We were sweating. Everyone was sweating in the class. Like, it's hot. It's Bali. We were dancing for hours. And he is sweating and I'm sweating. We're starting to dance together in bachata, which is really sensual. Our breath is in each other's faces. Our faces are sweating on each other. Like, I was so attracted to the smell.
Yeah, where you like, oh my gosh, you smell good.
Because you got to think, imagine being that close proximity with someone that you're not biochemically a match for.
I
You're not
think
going to
I would
dance that
throw
closely
up.
to them. Exactly. You're going to be like, next. No. I was like, how do we get closer?
Oh, like, you know when you just want to be inside of something, like not like that, but
Like, you wanna wear
wanna
their skin.
Yes! Oh my
Yes!
gosh, I've literally had that with some people and I'm like, what the
Yes.
heck is this?
I literally said to him last time, like, just want to squeeze your face until the juices come out of your nose and then I can drink it.
Yeah, it's a wild like that.
He was like, what?
that's literally so primal.
Yes.
You know, you're like, I want to drink your blood.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally. I love it though. So that's why I said yes to the business meeting, because I was just
Yeah,
like,
why not?
yo, like, I really dig your sweat, man. Like,
Yes.
you can get it. Like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Which he did not. We
Well,
didn't
yeah,
go there,
we're
but
not- we ain't hoes out here.
but the slowness, the tension, the slow kiss that was just the hot after hours and hours, a bit more dancing, just slowly.
It's the hot breath for me, you know, and just like breath and you're just like, yeah.
Yes, and then it was just like, it was wonderful. You know why? Because we're a match.
Biochemical match.
We are a
Yeah.
biochemical match. My pheromones see his I smell his pheromones. I'm like, you're it. You are one of the ones that would be great for me.
Isn't it just wild? Like that same guy, I remember we were talking after and he was like, I got kind of creeped out like when like after, because like I could still smell you on me, but I really enjoyed the smell.
Love that.
And he started researching it and that's when he was telling me about like the pheromones and stuff. And I was like, this is crazy because I feel exactly the same.
Yes.
And then yeah, it was like, it's just a real primal thing with you. Like it's bad, but it's good. And I'm like,
No, it's not bad.
well,
Like,
no, it's bad because it can lead to like consequences.
of course,
if you decide to be primal together.
But this is the thing. If we were going back to how we used to be, we would have a partner. We would then have babies, you know?
Yeah.
We are made to procreate. Now we just try and be so single for so long and date so many different people. You are not a biochemical match for everyone.
No, really not.
I would love to set a challenge for the girlies.
Yes.
Go up
Smell.
to different men at the gym or anywhere where they're sweating and just sniff them.
See, I would like, can you just do like 5 and just write how many out of the 5 that you enjoyed? Because like you're going to not enjoy a lot of them.
Yeah, it might
that you
even be
enjoy.
one, not
It
even.
might be 0.
Yeah.
And that's fine, you know? Like there's not that many amazing guys at the gym.
Yeah.
But there might be your man.
A man drove past me on a scooter the other day and I was like, he was hot. He was sweaty.
Didn't
And
like
the
it.
wind was coming this way. So when he drove past with the sweat, and then I got a whiff of his smell, and I was like,
You're not my
man.
man.
I was like, did I just wake up in the dumpster?
Nah,
Like, it was
can't.
gag worthy. And I was just like, oh no, we're not a match. And instantly my attraction was gone.
isn't that what? It's just like it's still mind blah, because I'm like, there's like guys who are 10 out of 10, and you're just not physically or chemically attracted to them.
No.
And there's guys that are like a 6 or a 7, and you're just like,
yes, because they're your person.
Yeah.
They're one of.
Well, it shows that just looks aren't just everything. You could be amazing, but if you ain't got a good smell.
I posted it this morning on my story, and
Yeah.
it was like, say something romantic to me.
I saw
And
that.
she was like, I'm off birth control and I'm naturally attracted to your scent, which means you have high testosterone and we would have healthy babies because our pheromones match.
I love testosterone.
Right? Healthy babies, though. This is what we're wired for. We're
Yep.
wired to procreate healthy babies,
Exactly.
to continue
Yeah,
this
we don't know
human
when
experience.
Dusty.
You know what I'm saying? Dusty, crusty.
No,
Starts with an S.
Yeah, you know what we're
Rhymes
talking
with a
about.
hair perm.
Guys be like, what?
What? But even look, vice versa as well. Guys, you have to be attracted like smell wise to your woman.
Absolutely,
You have to be,
No, you
otherwise
have
it's
to,
not. It's not going to work.
It's everything in life, everything that we say works both ways. We're
Yeah.
not like women are amazing, men are no. This
Both.
is like both.
Same.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
all out here just trying to find the perfect person for us.
Exactly.
So we gotta smell some people.
We could do a sniff test. Okay, that's going to be something that you do on
I
your
might
date.
do it at the. I can't really do it at Pilates because that's weird because they're all girls. But like, I'm gonna do it at the gym.
I did it last night on our date. Sorry, business meeting.
Woo!
Caught myself there.
Flipped it.
So, on our business meeting. So I was like, fuck, he smells really good, but I know that's cologne. I knew it was cologne, right? But because I'd smelt him the day before, I knew that I was really attracted to his scent, his natural
Cologne is
scent.
very potent though.
But after a few hours, it wears off anyway. Colognes don't stay. And then
That-
we were starting to sweat. So then I could smell him properly again. And I was like, yeah, still it. Then I was like, smell me. He comes right down to my chest and he's like, oh my God. Because I don't wear perfume.
Yeah.
But I had a little bit of like Nefertiti oil.
Yeah.
He was just like, what the fuck is that? It's like, what is that? He's like, that's you? And I was like, yeah, that's how it should be. So it is a little bit hard, I will say, on a first date to smell someone. It's got to be a few hours. Or second date, go and do something that's active with them.
Great
Yeah.
tip. Go and do like a hike or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's reminded me now, like a few years ago, I went to this house party in Sydney and I got with this guy and he gave me his jumper
Mm.
and it was like a mix of like his smell with, you know, Creed. It's like one of my
Mhm.
favorites.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, I think it was the original event.
So that's, to me, that's like an F-boy scent.
Of course, yeah.
Creed.
I love it though, and it's just like such a strong scent, and it just like lived in this jumper that like the smell never went away.
Yeah.
And every time I wore it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this smell.
Mm.
And we had really insane chemistry and connection, but like I can't remember. I think he moved. I think he had to go back to London.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been biochemically a match.
That was like my Italian stallion as well. I feel like for anyone listening,
What did he wear?
Just
Just a cigarette
him.
smoke.
Just him. No,
Oh.
I remember exactly what he wore. He wore Megamare.
What's that?
It's an Italian,
course.
it's expensive and it's
Mega
beautiful.
Mare.
And then after he would sweat, I was just like, wow.
Oh my god.
There are people, and our listeners, I'm sure you're all being taken back to a person when we talk about this. There are people that you've come across, whether a one night intense stand or maybe just a sneaky kiss that you've had, or maybe just tension but you haven't kissed and you've just been like, oh my God, who is that person? Or you've been talking to them at the gym, or you've moved past them and you're like, oh,
You just
something
draw.
about, there's something about their scent that kind of pulls you in, and chemistry. You got
Don't
to
ignore
follow
it.
that. That's where that saying comes from. Follow your nose.
Follow your nose.
Follow your nose. Please. It is so important. And if you are on any type of birth control or anything that may be blocking your pheromones right now, please get off it.
It's the best thing you
Please.
can do. It's not
Yeah.
good for you, one. Like, it's really toxic.
Yeah.
Like, it literally gave me, like, lumps in my breast at
Yeah.
one point. And, yeah, it's going to block your literal, like, primal instincts. So.
Making the most important decision of your life, which
Of
is your
your
life
life,
partner, and then
yeah.
having children with that person. No wonder why we see so many people in unhappy relationships. You have to just look at how many people are on birth control, using the condoms, using IUDs, like everything.
Even people that have, like, had babies and they don't want to have more, they go back to contraception. I'm like,
Just stop having sex until you biochemically find your match. There is nothing wrong with kissing.
no, you can kiss. I mean,
Even second base is kind of fun. Like,
Yeah.
but kissing's great.
I find kissing so intimate. I do like it, but, like, with the wrong person, I'm just like,
No, with the
ew.
right, that's what I'm saying, with the right person. So like,
Yeah.
smell them.
Yeah, smell them
Let that
first.
chemistry build. If that's actually them and you're like, wow, we have a connection, Imagine what it's like to kiss them.
That
See, that's great.
it just winds me up because it's always people that like I'm just like I can't be with.
Like, should I ask you why? Should we ask why?
Oh no.
Okay, fine. Might be story time then for one of our friends.
Yeah.
So she's currently kind of like questioning her relationship as well because she's realized that she's never liked the scent of her partner. And now that she understands why, she's like, that makes so much sense. Like what you were saying before.
Yeah.
And after so many years, like even me in my 7-year relationship, never once did I like his scent. Wrong person.
So wild.
We have to listen to our primal instincts. Stop trying to make narratives over your caveman instincts. They are primal and instinctive and survival for a reason.
Exactly.
For a reason.
Like I guarantee you, if we asked like Tegan, for example,
Mm.
like she would like the smell of her man.
Absolutely. They're so happy and in
Yeah.
love. She's obsessed with him. He's obsessed with her.
Yeah.
They're a biochemical match.
Yeah, that's
and
how it should be.
It shows. It shows in the way that their energy together, they're so in sync. That's what happens when your pheromones are in sync with someone. They're like, they're your person.
Right. No, I just want to
Yeah.
like sniff a load of people.
Yeah, let's go leave it on that. Like,
Oh,
just
do
do
you
a bunch
know-
of sniff tests.
A good day for that is like a festival day. Zamna would have been good for that.
Don't even bring that up. It's making me
God.
sad. Well, go and do that. Get sweaty with
Get
someone,
sweaty.
not in the bedroom. All
On
right.
the dance floor, maybe.
Get sweaty on the dance floor, on the gym floor, basketball, hike, Pilates, whatever. Basketball. Basketball. B-ball.
Why not?
But like go and get sweaty and actually like sniff each other. And if it's not it, leave it there, sis. Trust me, you'll never, ever, ever be attracted the right way. Leave it
It's
there.
just like we're giving you like some serious freaking tea here.
Legitimately.
No one talks about this enough.
No, this is a very, very, very real thing. And like we are trying to prevent you getting divorced or going through a shitty breakup.
Like who are still on contraception and maybe married.
Well, that's just going to be a thing, isn't it? Like I wouldn't want to be married to the wrong person for the rest of my life.
True.
When I came off the pill, it was like I could see color again. I could smell
Oh my gosh, I had
flavors.
that. Everything was a lot more vibrant.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is because your senses come back alive. You're like living in this kind of like zombie apocalypse stage for so long. And
yeah,
then,
everything's just like,
yeah, it's dull.
wow.
It's even the way we choose our partner is dull,
Yeah, I found that out.
right?
We chose some really interesting characters.
Yeah. Yeah. So try it and maybe your whole life will change and it will be a little bit hard for a little bit, but I promise you it'll be the best thing you ever did.
Future pace yourself.
Future face yourself. Look at where we are now.
Yeah.
Now we're
literally.
having these interactions again where we're like, wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing because you know what? Nothing tops it. Like you saw the way I came back the other night from that
Oh
masterclass.
my gosh. I was like, I want whatever she's on. What's she on? Just good smell. Good
I
smell.
want some good smell, man.
Oh, man.
I love that. We
Me
got a
too.
lot of people to sniff at a festival coming up soon. All right, girls, drop in the comments as well. Share a time if you've like been icked out by your partner's smell.
Please. And not just because, like, they've, like, done a huge sweaty session and they just stink.
Yeah, like actually, like you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't. I'm not attracted to that.
Oh, my gosh. Imagine there's so many light bulbs going off. People are like, oh, no, I
Oh,
don't like my
right?
partner's smell.
Yeah, well, there were light bulb moments for us too, and that's why we share them.
Yeah. Even the other night with our friend.
Yeah.
So, you heard it here
Yeah, we leave it there. All right, bye.